What is good, guys? Welcome back to the SeedSystem podcast, where we like to promote motivation and growth. So today we are joined by a very special guest and a friend of mine, Ellis Frangos. But I'm going to let him introduce himself. So go on, brother.
So I'm Ellis, been a personal trainer for about 7 years, owner of a gym now as well called Studio 16 Fitness in Cardiff. So we've been open 2 months, 3 months?
Yeah, about something like that.
July.
Open in
2 months.
2
months. So just got a little private personal training studio. So it's going pretty well, especially on the back end of the pandemic as well.
Alright, so that's awesome. Great introduction. So let's go back to the basics in the beginning. What made you jump into PTing as such? Like, what happened? Why this path?
Wasn't really a path.
No?
So literally I finished college, obviously St David's and that.
Yeah.
I was working in Morrison's part-time, and then literally just come up. I didn't want to go to uni straight away. So literally come up in the library on the internet, and I was just like, oh, do you fancy becoming a personal trainer? I was like, fuck it, why not?
Okay.
Like, obviously I took sport and stuff, football, played like multiple sports and that, but like I had no interest in coaching and stuff. I sort of dabbled into like football coaching and stuff, but I spoke to a guy on the course and he said there's no money in that.
Okay.
And he was like, personal training with where the money's at.
Yeah.
So I was like, like it come up. I was like, don't mind.
It's fate kind of thing, like,
Yeah, and then I was just like, right, buy me a bit of time as well, keep my mum and dad off my back as well.
Yeah.
And then, because obviously brother went to uni.
Yeah.
And I was like, I can't just be stuck in part-time work. I was going to take a gap year and go travelling and stuff, but the boys were on it.
Of course.
So,
Well, I don't know which boys you're talking about, but I mean, that's good to hear though. So like, obviously, so you just found an article basically on the internet and you thought, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And then obviously you got advice as well from somebody saying that this is where the money's at. Okay, so after that, what happened? Where was your first job and how did you find it?
So you do like a 6-week course, so we done that at David Lloyd's across the road. From there then they line up interviews with DW Sports, Easy Gym, obviously Easy Gym's not around no more, Their Gym, Pure Gym, then you just pick and choose which interviews you go to and stuff, but you're guaranteed an interview. So I went to Their Gym on Newport Road. Obviously I trained there for 2 years,
prior to
like 16 to 18, and I obviously qualified at 18 then. So it just made sense for me to go there because it was my local gym. I knew a lot of people there, so I was like, I could get people to pretend to be my clients when I started off, and be like, no, just come train with me for free. So I need to get my face out there. So just went there. I was there for 5 years, I think.
Oh wow.
So and then just decided it was time for a change then.
A lot of change.
Yeah, moved over to PB then, just progress a little bit. Because I get very stagnant. Like there's no like competition in a way, and like not being arrogant or whatever.
So wait, with that, sorry. So with that, you're trying to say that you were like top tier kind of trainer in sense of like the more people you had? Is it because of the social media and the, like knowing people or? Yeah,
I know. So like in terms of, I was I was the most experienced PT there. So like the turnover average PT lasts 3 months. So it's like obviously by this point I've already been there for 3 years.
3 years, yeah.
So I'm like, well, I'm experienced.
Of course.
And then all of a sudden you go from being like the new booby at the gym to hang on, this guy's been here.
Been here around,
And then obviously if that turnover of clients is not the same, you then everyone knows you, so everyone's like, oh yeah, Ellis over there. And I just make sure I said hi, bye, you're okay to every single person, client or not. Where a lot of people are like, oh, that person's not paying me, so they were paying short-term like sales tactics, and they were like, do you want PT? Yes, okay. Come on then. Do you want PT? Nah, okay.
So you were more like a people person rather than just trying to go for the money kind of thing.
You just say hi to everyone anyway. Like,
common courtesy.
You worked in Morrison's, you worked in Tesco's.
Yeah, that's true.
Just are you okay? Do you know what I mean?
That's very true, bro.
Like only if you're hungover, that's the only probably one of them ones.
Oh mate, that must have been crazy though, to like becoming a PT, because did you have any like close people around saying like, yo, listen, obviously now you're a PT, can I get some free sessions, can I get this, can I get that? How did that feel for you?
At first you get gassed, innit? Because you're like, oh, I'm a professional at what I do. And then after like 2 weeks you're like, nah, get out now. Like,
stop asking me
like,
that stuff,
this is my job. And then I think, luckily that my mum's got money and she supported me all the way through, so it was like, it took me a lot longer to realise that if I didn't work, I wouldn't get paid, because he would just be like, oh, I'm skint this week, let me a tenner.
Yeah.
And she's not going to be like, nah.
Of course, it's your mother.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it took me a lot longer to realise that that's what you got to do.
Yeah.
Even if your friends, like, easy one, if I made a clothing line, like, you tried art checks, didn't you?
I did art checks, yeah.
So obviously if, like, I wanted a t-shirt now, I should buy it full price.
Yeah. It just makes sense because I'm trying to grow the business, right? Yeah.
And that's how I just seen it. Like, even I charged my mum for PT.
Yeah.
And it sounds like a
How does she feel when you charge that?
It's a business.
Yeah, at the end of the day,
she's not related to the business, she's related to me personally, but then she's seen it as, if I pay him for the business he's doing, he's then don't have to ask me for money. And
you can get out of the house quicker, kind of thing. Yeah.
So
it makes sense.
It's a weird process, but like now I see where it's coming from now.
Yeah.
And I just think at the end of the day, if it's my time, why should I give it to someone for free?
That's true.
Like 7 years of studying, like every day, like listen to our podcast, do an hour of reading, and like
trying to get to the place where you are and stuff.
Yeah, like why should I give it out to someone and be like, oh,
I agree.
Yeah, mate, here you go. I'll give you a free 6-week program. Do you know what I mean? Like, if
I'm
I'm charging someone, let's say anywhere between £40 to £100 for that 6-week program, why then could someone else get it for free?
That's very true. I mean, how many programs did you do? Did you ever drop any programs, like fitness programs and stuff, when you were doing PTing?
Yeah, so like in lockdown, I done one, and it was just like a little lockdown survival guide, just 45 hit workouts. Yeah. It was complete like, it's not my style of training, but it was just like to keep people going through lockdown. So I'd say that was, I had 72 people buy that for £15 each.
Wow, that's really good.
So it's not too bad. And all I was doing is just saying to people, if you sell, I'll give you 10% commission on whatever you sell.
So you got to do, what's that marketing called?
So network marketing.
Yeah, network marketing kind of thing, isn't it? Or affiliate marketing.
Yeah, affiliate influencer marketing, whatever you want to call it. But then people were then like, oh yeah, well, if I get 10 sales, I've paid for
my one anyway.
Paid for my program myself.
Yeah.
And because it was only £15 program, £15,
easy,
and I probably could have sold it more.
Yeah.
But literally, I think I've made about 2 weeks making a 6-week program. 45 workouts, and then I was like, right, a week of marketing.
And then boom, just get the sales up.
And then once I sold enough, then I was like, that's me chilling.
Fair play.
So yeah, done like a few little ones and stuff, nothing major. Mostly just more bespoke training and stuff. Yeah. You can write like a cookie cutter program for anyone, but then you can Google that.
That's true.
The terms of people sticking to it is going to be very.
I mean, you're right there. You know, like with PT, and I've always looked at it like, why would you pay for a PT? Do you know what I'm saying? That's just my mindset.
Why would you pay for a mechanic?
I'm getting it, exactly in it. Like, I used to just think, why would you pay for a PT? Like, do you get me? Like, I think it's like, well, how much do you charge? Like, £35 an hour, right? I just look, what the hell, £35 an hour? Like, there's Google, there's YouTube, there's this, there's that. But then I think, obviously, paying for a PT, it comes down to like, okay, I've got a responsibility now. I'm paying for a service which I need to use, otherwise I'm wasting my money, right? Do you know what I mean? And obviously the PT is going to help you get into shape, you know, due to the track record anyway of yours, right? Do you get me? So it's like, I did finally start understanding it. But the one thing I never actually did understand was, why is the price so high and so different to other PTs, like, do you get me? Could you, like...
You're professional at the end of the day, like...
Yeah?
Think by now, you go to a mechanic, mechanic charges you X amount for the service. You go to a builder, good builder charges you X amount.
That's true.
It's like, well, it's not quite a degree, then you're in charge of someone's health.
True.
And you think it's £35 for an hour session, let's say.
Yeah.
You got to plan that session. Let's say average plan each time takes 10 minutes per session.
Per session, per person as well.
Person.
Yeah, of course.
Then you got to do all the marketing. Like, I don't like social media and stuff, but I got to post every single day. No one pays me for that. Doing your consultation forms, who pays you for that? Creating your business cards. It's
all of it adds up, kind of thing.
I think £35, like for me, I think it's cheap. Yeah. But for what person, it depends what trainer you're going with. Like I've seen a trainer charge £50. You could ask him his client's name, he wouldn't know.
Oh,
yeah, he's just,
of course.
He just knew how to sell.
Yeah.
Like his turnover was mad. Like, what, maybe the client would do a block of 8, you then wouldn't see him again. But
why is that though? So you wouldn't see him again because, was it too expensive, or you wouldn't see him again because it's like the guy is just not a people person kind of thing?
Just wanted the money, like there's no like passion. It was a business, and obviously personal training is a business. But if someone wants to message you after, and be like, oh, I've had a bit of a shit day. Like, you've still got to be there for them.
Of course.
That happened to me before. He just wasn't nice, was he, the PT I had, and I had to get a refund because he was horrible.
Yeah.
He was just like clearly in it for the money, didn't care about me at all, so I got my money back in the end.
Yeah, and that's it. Like, you've got to be in there for the money, obviously, as a business anyway, but there's got to be a certain level of like
a relationship.
Yeah,
yes.
And like you become someone's friend. And then,
of course, isn't it? Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Most of the time you are a therapist as well. It's like, especially as a mate, I wouldn't want to admit I needed help. Do you know what I mean?
Of course, that's you know what? Let's go into that as well. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, why most men do they speak to you about like other problems? Obviously, you know, they come into the gym. It's a safe space kind of thing, you know. But do they open up and just like try to chat?
Honestly, I haven't had many male clients.
Yeah.
So I'd say in my whole time PTing, 10% of my client base has been male.
Whoa. Why is that then?
Again,
do you know why?
It's just that helping it, like ego, like.
Oh yes,
I'm
course,
not a big guy myself. Do you know what I mean? I'm not benching 200 kilograms, so like, you know, they're like, oh, why do I need help? And it's like, oh, 'cause you throw shit on everything. So and it's like, okay, I don't bench 200, but I was like, if you're gonna look at biomechanics, I'm gonna move a lot better than you.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just with the ego, a lot of it. But yeah, the clients I have had and like the friends you make in the gym that I think in the gym they won't open up fully, but they'll just let like little bits out.
Out and now and again,
So
and then you can obviously clock them like, okay, my man needs a bit of help here, let me chat to him kind of thing.
I think a lot of time with male, they just need a chat. They don't need to speak about what the problem is.
Just a simple chat will do, innit?
Yeah,
I agree with that.
And then you just get on with it then. But yeah, especially females. Females will open up a lot in the gym and stuff. Like you get all the gossip about like their dating life or whatever. So, I don't need to date ever. Like, I've lived through it all. Good dates, bad dates. Yeah. It's just I'm chilling now. So I'm not doing anything.
Just done with all that, yeah.
So
no, that's pretty sick. So let's go into this, bro. The property we're in right now. Like, how did this come about? Like
again,
from the beginning.
Just another fluke. So like I've always said, I wanted to own a gym, but it's not like everyone's like, oh, you've hit a dream, and I'm like, nah, I'd never ever say this was the dream. Yeah. Like if it happened, it happened. If it
one of those ones are.
Like I would have been happy managing a gym, never mind owning the gym. And then literally, obviously, I got the office next door with my other business and stuff. I work with my mum. And we were just in there, and then this obviously used to belong to another gym. The landlord, I was outside on the phone, and she was like, oh, do you want to have a look at that unit there? And I was like, yeah, why not? Like,
let's have a look anyway.
I just thought something happened to it, so I was like, hey, let's go and have a look. And then, so I comes in there, I was like, oh, this is a shit hole, isn't it? So I was like, what am I doing with it? Like, what am I looking at? Yeah. She was like, oh, would you be interested in buying it? I said, for what? She's like, oh, you told me you're a PT. Okay. I was like, oh, nah, like, I was like, we literally just went into lockdown at this time as well. And I was like, nah, what am I going to do with it in lockdown? We don't know what the difference, like, when we're coming out and stuff. She was like, oh yeah, but like, wouldn't you have a look at it? So I went and spoke to my mum about it. Yeah. And I was like, oh, she was like, you said you're stalling at your gym at the moment because you don't agree with how it's run. This could be an opportunity now. And I was like, oh. So I went, she was like, just get a price anyway. So I went and got the original price. Yeah. And I was like, nah, I haven't got that kind of money up front. And then she come back, then my mum was speaking to her, and my mum come back into the office and was like, I've got some money knocked off it. Yeah, your mum is a beast. Fair play. So nah, I was like, you know, I'm just chilling now. I was like, I'm just having a moment, I'm going to crack on with, like, I'm not that unhappy in my other job, so I don't care. And she was like, but like, how often are you going to have this opportunity to have something this cheap? And I'm like, good point. That's very true. And she's like, fuck it, just do it. Yeah. I was like, nah. She's like, why? I was just like, it's a big step in it now. Like, if I want to go on holiday, like this place got shut, I owe no money at all. That's true, because it's your responsibility and stuff, right? I mean, if it sets on fire, I gotta be that guy who gets up in the morning to put it out and stuff. So and then Mum was like, oh, like if anything bad happens, I'll just support you for like until you get yourself back on your feet. Yeah. And then she's like, you know, enough people. All you're doing is moving your client base to your own space, from one place, and you're moving closer back to home anyway. She's like, the amount of money you're spending on petrol from here to the bay. That's true. Every day, you're probably going to save, and it's not going to cost you that much more a month. Yeah. And I think it works out. I pay about £300 more a month for my own place than I do to work in another gym. To work in another gym and stuff. If I was to work in a pure gym, their rent is actually more than I pay for this.
What?
But they've also got like 6,000 members.
Okay, so you've
So
been making a bigger turnover kind of thing anyway, like you get
But
it.
if you're not a good PT,
Yeah,
do you know
that's
what I
true.
mean?
That's true.
So yeah, it all varies on like little aspects like that. So I was like, oh yeah, why not? And then
Yeah,
she was
yeah.
like, you got money saved for a house. She was like, you're never home anyway.
Yeah.
So just carry on living at home.
Just living out and just do the thing, like.
Literally, my house is bed and breakfast. Like, I don't even have breakfast there anymore.
Just a bed. Just go home, like. Yeah, yeah.
Literally, just a bed. Maybe play like one FIFA game a week there, and that's it.
Yeah.
But like even now, I got a projector here, so like
You just kick
I
back
can
into
just
watch
put
the
set
phone
up
and
in
stuff.
here, like so. Literally never ever home. So
That's it.
yeah, that's pretty much how it come back. So like again, no plan on getting there. And then we sort of bought it.
Yeah.
And I'm like now I got a unit.
How was it going for you then? Like,
The
obviously.
card's full on here. Do you want to put different cards in it?
It's fine.
Just
Just
other
keep to
ones
that one.
on, yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep that one. So, obviously, how did it come along? Like, obviously, you've got the place. You were happy, content. What was it like before it became what it is, if you know what I mean?
Stress.
Yeah? Go on, let's talk about it.
Long days, bro. So obviously, it was calm at first because obviously I was on furlough as well.
Yeah.
So it was like smashing the other business on furlough. So I had a big baller. And
So money's coming through, so you're like, yeah, I'm happy, I'm
money's
happy.
coming through,
Yeah.
got all the time in the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then I got to like stage 1, and then I got the place by myself.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden it's like the gyms are back open, you're going back to work, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
So I hadn't really laid the floor in, I was like, I hadn't painted anything. I was
bro.
like, when do I go back? In like 2 weeks' time, I was like, oh, okay.
You gotta fix up now and like be a man, like what the hell, yeah.
I was like, okay, so obviously I was working 35 hours there as a supervisor.
Yeah.
And then PTing on top, so it was like 60-hour weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm literally finishing at 8, coming straight to here,
Yeah.
and then literally just painting, putting floor in, doing
On the
whatever.
graph like that.
Yeah, bro, like getting in at 1, back in at 6. Had no business plan, like nothing.
Well, you just came into this no business plan, just thought, yeah.
like I
just,
said, bro, just literally on the day decision.
I think that's pretty cool though, like, you know, it's all about action, isn't it?
Yeah.
Life is all about action, bro, do you get me?
You
Just
can
go for it. Yeah, weird.
And like I was speaking to a friend Adam,
Mm.
so me and Adam did a podcast, and he was like, "Did it not scare you?" And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah. And I was like, "You got no choice then."
You got no
I said,
choice, innit?
otherwise, you sat now writing a business plan until it's perfected.
Yeah. And you know what? That's a really good point because like a lot of people will sit there on a plan for days, months, even years. Do you know what I'm saying? And then, do you get me? And then it's like, they start having the regret then when it's like all gone and said and done. It's like, oh, maybe I should have just went and did it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's better, I think it's better to just like, do it and fail.
Yeah.
Pick yourself up and go again. They're not doing it, like, do you know what I'm saying? No, but you're wasting so much time.
It's cliche, but there's always a lesson to be learned. As
Yeah,
well.
of course.
So like, oh, this didn't work. Why didn't it work? Have a look at it, analyse it, and then be like, okay. So even if it's not the exact same objective or whatever you're trying to achieve,
Yeah.
then you can literally take it into your next project and be like, right, that didn't work because of this,
This
and
is
this.
that, yeah.
But that didn't work, so we'll take that, put that in there.
Did you learn any lessons with this place?
Yeah, you can't just turn up.
Okay, well, what do you mean by that?
You gotta have a to-do list. Like, I'm like, usually I'm just vibes. Like, I'll just wake up and I'm like, oh yeah.
See how it goes and stuff, kind of thing. Yeah.
But you've got massive overheads now.
Yeah,
You've got bills to pay. Like, you know, you've got to have a structure to it. So like, before I'd be like, oh, I can't be like, I'll pay you next week. I'll be like, yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Sort it out next week. And then all of a sudden, then it's like, your insurance is going, you know,
so you
got that money?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pay you next week, man. And then he's like, no, you can't pay me next week.
I need it now, babe. Yeah.
He's like, your payment's today. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, let me get a few.
Damn.
And then, yeah, it's just having like a plan, like knowing when not to spend money.
Yeah. Has that disciplined you more as well? Like obviously having a business in terms of spending money, is that dimmed you down in the way you used to spend money, or has it accelerated it a bit more? Do you spend a bit more now because you've got a business, or?
It depends. Like, obviously, I try and prioritize the business.
Yeah.
So like I used to obviously buy loads of trainers and stuff.
I
but
know.
like,
I used to love trainers.
so like now I try and limit it. So I'm like, do I need that pair of trainers?
Yeah.
And it's like, no, but like, is it gonna make? And you just gotta look at the pros and cons. So like,
Yeah.
you know, am I gonna wear them? If the
That's
answer is
true.
no, I don't need them.
Then you don't need them kind
But
of
like,
thing, innit?
say now if I used to pay a gym trainers, I'm like, oh yeah, actually, so I can use them as uniform in the gym. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I know. Like I'd always look at I'll go into the gym first, and then whatever I got left now,
Yeah,
I'd be like, right,
and then that's you kind
that's
of
for
thing.
me. Obviously, if I really wanted it, then
Yeah, of course.
buy it.
Yeah.
Like, what was it? My last purchase was a pair of Jordans.
Yeah.
I wanted to pay them Jordans for ages, but obviously because they're on the raffles.
Oh yes.
So I was like, right, I'm just gonna enter the raffle. If I win it, I win it. If I don't, so it's
Yeah,
not
you
the
won
end
it,
of
didn't you?
Yeah, I won it.
Oh,
So,
fair play, bro. I only ever won one of them things
yeah,
once.
that's my first and my last one. So yeah, it all depends really on like how you're looking at it. 'Cause
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you still got to keep yourself. If I'm building a business, it's to benefit me as a person, not
Of course.
like you can't just think business, and then it's like, oh, well, have you got no holidays, no house, no nice car?
That's true.
And I know it's all materialistic, but it does make you feel good as well.
At the end of the day, I think materialistic things are what most humans want. You know, we all say, oh, nah, it's materialistic, I don't need this, I don't need that. But at the end of the day, it's not about needing something. It's about wanting something.
I'm here to live, bro, not survive, bro. That's how I look at it.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Obviously, you fund your necessities first, and
Yeah,
then
of course.
toilet paper,
Of
food, whatever.
course.
But like, imagine living your whole life going, yeah, I just bought toilet paper, I bought food.
Well done.
You know, it's like, I'm in some dead clothes. And,
Yeah.
and we're not cavemen anymore.
Nah, I hear that.
Yeah, it's one of the things now, isn't it?
I like to want things, bro, do you get me? But at the same time, I'm so stingy.
Yes, you got Yeezys on, bro.
Yeah, well, that was a different kind of purchase. But like, I'm so stingy, I'd rather just like hold it down and be like, right, okay, I actually don't need that right now.
Yeah.
You know, I can firm it, I don't need that right now. And then I like to always think about the future, like, okay, I'm gonna need it then. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be better then. So I just work harder now in order to then have so much more fun then. Do you feel me?
Yeah.
But then at the same time, it's like, why are you living for the future when you can just live for the now? Do you get me? It's just one of those questions you keep asking yourself. Yeah, you kind of got to get the balance, the right balance, and it's like, okay, cool, perfect. This is how I want it to be, and boom, it's great for you, like, do you get what I'm saying? But let me ask you as well, bro, how was your, like, mental health going through, obviously, lockdown, having a new business in the midst of lockdown, and you know, how did you feel? How did it make you feel as a person, bro?
Sure, I think because it happened at the start of lockdown, obviously initial lockdown.
Yeah.
I was like, oh no, my business is going to be closed. And then I was like, oh, chilling, I'm on furlough.
Yeah.
I was like, I haven't had time off in like a year.
So
like,
you needed it kind
so
of
I was
thing.
like, oh, this is going to be nice. And then
Yeah.
I was like, oh, do you want to like go and work more? So originally I was just like a silent partner. I was like, do you want to come work more hours for me?
Yeah.
And I was like, nah. So I was like, getting up for like, remember like high school days, getting up at like 12, maybe 2.
Yeah.
I was just living like a bum, bro.
Just enjoying it. Yeah.
Like, the first time I was setting an alarm for like 5 a.m.
Boy.
And I was like, mate, this is...
How did that make you feel, setting that alarm for 5 a.m, bro? Because that's mad.
I don't mind it.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'm not a morning person. Once I'm up, I'm up.
Yeah, one of them.
Getting up is obviously a different thing.
Of course.
Once I'm awake, like, I wake up now at 6 a.m. every day.
Yeah.
Like initially anyway, like sometimes I go back to bed but I just feel worse for it. Depends on what I got planned for the day, but like, I'm much more productive in the morning just because people are not up as well.
That's
so
true.
you've got no distractions,
That's
whereas
true.
like, say if I work in the evening, I'm like, oh yeah, I'll just type away on my laptop and then like someone text you and they're like, hey.
Boom, yeah,
And
just
next
conversation,
thing you know, you've been
yeah.
on your phone for an hour and you're like, oh, I've done nothing.
Yeah, you get lost in the phones, innit,
Yeah,
sometimes.
in the morning, you just pop your phone to sign, no one's going to text you at like 6 in the morning.
Yeah, that's true too.
So if no one else is up unless they're doing the same thing anyway.
Yeah.
And like I don't want to be that guy, like I think people should sleep and stuff, but it's productive in the morning. Like, I would never get up at like 4 in the morning though.
Just no, it's too early, that
Like
is, bro.
6 a.m, 4:30 at the earliest.
Yeah.
To start for 6 or whatever. But yeah, like in terms of mental health, it was alright. Like, like after the first 6 weeks, then like obviously all the restrictions like sort of died down. Well, they never really, but no one knew what you could.
What was going on and stuff like
so, like, me and the boys just going on bike rides every day and stuff, literally 5 days a week. Just chilling, like going on walks every day. So yeah, it was like, and then obviously after that 6 weeks, then I obviously bought this place, so I was like, right, I got stuff to do now.
Now you got,
I got
responsibilities.
for. And then after 3-4 months, then I started doing outdoor PTing.
Yeah.
So like just the odd session and stuff, just to keep me busy in the
How
garden.
did that go?
It was alright, it was weather dependent, so
of
at the start it was really good, but then obviously by the end it was sort of like, oh wait there, let me see what the weather's like. And then like you'd be like, oh yeah, chilling on the way, and then it'd just start like lashing down.
Yeah, yeah.
And then you're like, oh okay.
You're gonna have to cancel kind of
yeah,
things, yeah.
Just gonna have to. Nah, I'm not standing out in the rain for an hour.
Yeah, of course
like,
not, man.
Well, I was only charging 20 quid just because it was something to get me out the house as well.
Yeah, yeah.
So imagine standing outside and pissing down rain for an hour for 20 quid.
Never me.
So yeah, it was alright. Got through it.
Yeah.
I'd say that mentally though, anyway, I'm like really good. Like I just think if it don't affect you,
Yeah.
don't stress about it.
Don't stress. Yeah.
And even if it does affect you, just think, what can you do?
Did you like to build that development in your mental awareness? Did you read any books or anything, or is it just like come naturally from growing up?
I just think it's just like things I've heard off TV and stuff.
Yeah.
Really, like I do read books and whatever, but I just don't really take it in like I would if things on telly.
Yeah.
I just think like at the end of the day, if something happens, you can either change it or you can't.
Yeah, that's true.
It's like if you're stuck in traffic, is shouting and screaming going to do anything?
Nothing.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Put a podcast on, listen to
Relaxing
whatever.
it, yeah, would.
Like, what, you're going to be like, oh, sorry, I'm late. Like, even just go get yourself coffee as well. It's like,
I think though, yeah, some people do get stressed about that. Obviously, if they're running late and stuff and they're in traffic, I think they're getting stressed because they just know what the boss is going to say or something kind of thing. Do you get me? Like, oh my god, my boss is going to get angry at me for running late. Yeah,
sorry boss, I was late. He's going to go, yeah, just don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
But if you start making excuses, like, oh, this, and this happened.
He'll know you just for making excuses.
You know you woke up 5 minutes late, shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Because we come from the same way. Like, I think no one wants to take responsibility though. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
It's always like, oh, I've done this because someone's done this. Like even people now, like you see on social media, like I cheated on my partner because like.
How can you can't justify cheating or something? That's
it's
mad.
Just, like, it's anything now.
Yeah.
No one will take responsibility. It's like, I stabbed this person because of this, and it's like, no, you just stabbed him.
No one wants to be held accountable for their own actions as well. Like, you get me? It's pretty weird because it's like, listen now, you know, you've gone out there and let's say, for instance, you've kicked the ball over the fence, yeah. But the granddad the next door told you not to be kicking that ball over the fence all the time. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think, rather than lying to the granddad and trying to say, oh no, it was my little brother who did it, or people just always trying to explain themselves. It's so much better, I think, to just say, right, listen, yeah, I did it, I apologise, boom, let's move on. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Holding yourself accountable, I think, promotes a lot of growth as well. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? Because then you see yourself as like, right, cool. I know I've done that.
Taking yourself out of that situation.
Yeah.
You're going to spend 10 minutes on it, you've now spent a minute.
A minute?
You're going to have got 9 more minutes in your day.
To go and do whatever you want, that kind of thing, innit? Yeah, well, I completely get that, bro. So obviously, right now you're wearing a Studio 16 hoodie. Tell me more about that, bro. Like, how did that come about as well?
So obviously I had the other brand as well, Ellis Frangos personal training, so that's still around, but I've now just promoted Studio 16 more.
Okay. That's your personal one though, isn't it? Ellis Frangos PT one, yeah.
But then obviously, because I use this space as well, and obviously this is a big project as well. Yeah. So, so all I done was message this woman called Nicola from Ely. KNS Embroidery, I think. KNMS Embroidery.
I don't think I know, but yeah. Shout out them.
Yeah, so I just messaged her and was like, right, this is what I want. Yeah. She was like, yeah, cool. What do you want, overhead hoodies, do you want zip-up hoodies, do you want t-shirts, jumpers? She ended up putting a bundle together for me, so I had like, 2 jumpers, 2 sweatshirts, and like 5 t-shirts or something. Okay. Over the Studio 16 logo on there and stuff. It's like 100 quid as well, bro. So cheap.
Oh, you really can't go wrong with that, can you?
Like, so cheap. Obviously, that's like a deal and stuff. Maybe a week took for it to come. Yeah. And then it was just like, it's originally just for me to like have a uniform and stuff. Yeah. Just because like I was rinsing so many clothes, like
every day and stuff.
You'd be like, oh, gym wear this. Yeah. And then all of a sudden you're like, right, I've got no clothes left, because then it becomes like you're wearing your going out clothes, especially in lockdown. Yeah. Because we weren't going out. I was like, I can wear this t-shirt
today or whatever, like,
and then obviously you're sweating in there or whatever. So she sorted me out with that. An agency called What Chelsea said they sorted out like the logo, the branding, everything. Okay. The Instagram posts and whatever. So like I make the Instagram post, but they give me like basic layouts and stuff. Okay. You can just message them and be like, I'm trying to think of a post to do like this one, like layout.
They'll just give you advice on it.
They give me advice and stuff. Cool. You can upgrade packages and stuff to get more like advanced packages, so like where they design all your stuff for you.
Yeah.
By sort of like the free flow of me being able to be like,
To do
this
your own
is
thing
what
kind
I
of
want.
thing.
This,
Yeah.
obviously, it might be more successful if they took over completely.
Yeah.
And like, it just gives me a challenge as well.
And I guess you got a bit more time. You can do it yourself, kind of
Yeah.
thing. Anyway, do you get me? Save a bit of money as well. Like,
exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
So,
Yeah, well, I hear that, bro. That's pretty sick. So they're obviously on sale, right?
yeah, so if you just drop me a message and then I can just like sort of pre-order them for you.
Okay.
So instead of me going out and buying loads and then having dead stock in here, say if you want like an extra large XL or whatever, you just say black, grey or white. So that's three colours, whether it's overhead, jumper or t-shirt.
Yeah.
And then you pay me and then I'd message Nicola and we order them from there.
Okay, fair enough. That is pretty cool, bro. I mean, yeah, this gym is very successful, man. I like it. I mean, tell me the backstory behind it. I think we had a conversation before of like just having a safe space kind of thing.
Yeah, so it's like obviously a lot of my clients are female, so it's
Yeah.
90% of them.
Yeah.
And it's like, especially in that lockdown as well, I think it was 96% of females said they felt harassed.
Harassed and stuff, yeah.
I
What's
don't
that
know.
now, in gyms or just in
I'm not
general?
sure, I can't remember off the top of my head if it was gyms or in general.
Yeah.
But then like, as a male, you don't notice it.
No,
or you're just
of course.
like, I'd be guilty of it, like you just let it go.
Yeah.
Because you're like, you know, it's just...
Bit of banter kind of thing, isn't it? Yeah, of course.
Or you don't know the context of it, but then you're like, oh, hang on, this is actually, you can see it being uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And stuff. And I think a lot of it is still subjective, like in terms of harassment. Like obviously, when you're going as far as sexual assault, that's
bad. Yeah.
But when you, in terms of harassment itself, like some of it, because you could just be daydreaming.
Yeah.
And then someone's like, oh, he's staring at me.
Staring at me. Yeah.
Or you could be just following a workout program, and it looks like you're following someone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was just one of the things, and I was like, oh, do you know what, like, is an opportunity now to give to some like people a safe space.
Yeah.
Because the amount of females who've said to me, and they've all started PTing, I don't feel comfortable going into the big weight area.
Right.
And then
why is that? Because of obviously so many males and stuff in there,
you know,
right?
My guy with this little stringer in his nipples.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh yeah.
Yeah.
And he's like grunting in the mirror, so whether it's that intimidating them or whether you got the little weirdo staring at them sort of thing. So yeah, it's just like, oh, like I could make a safe space for my clients.
Females or for clients in general anyway.
Yeah, like obviously it don't have to be females.
Yeah.
Feeling uncomfortable, like males can like one of my clients, so Josh is my cousin, he didn't start PTing until he lost X amount of weight because he didn't want to be seen in the gym.
Oh,
in
man.
a public space.
Yeah.
So it was like, you know, as a male, and he was like an alpha male as well, growing up and stuff. For him to say that, you're like, yo, this is
a problem.
This is deeper than just certain things and stuff.
Yeah.
So, like for me, I've never felt like that. Like I could just go into anywhere, and I'm just so in my own little zone. I'm just like, yeah, I'll go do this. I'll go.
Why
do
not?
that.
Like, innit? Yeah.
But then even like when I trained at PB, so it was like more of a specialist gym. Is you seeing all these people and they're squatting like 200 kilograms for like reps and stuff. My first ever day, like there was a guy squatting 235.
Whoa.
And I had to spot him by myself.
Whoa.
Bro, he come up to the thing, he's like, oh mate, come here.
Yeah.
He was like, do you mind spotting me? And I was like, yeah, of course you do. Like,
just thinking light work,
like, yeah. Calm, whatever. Like, my first day. It was only like a 3-hour shift and I didn't know anyone.
Yeah.
And I'm by myself in the gym, he's like, yeah, and I was like, you squatting that? And he was like, yeah, and I was like, oh fuck, that's a lot of weight.
Yeah.
He was like, you don't sound confident. I was like, nah.
I'm not, mate.
I was like, in my gym, you only have about 100 kilograms of weight. I was like, this is more I've seen in my life.
Yeah.
And he was like, oh, you know, he was like, I'll be alright. And I was like, I hope so. Because I was like, I'm here, like, mentally. But I was like, if you fall, I was like, you're done.
It's peak, man. Yeah.
He was nice knowing me.
Yeah.
He comes in and he's like smacking his head on the pole, like hiding him slacking. I was like, oh, fuck. I was like, this is
proper
serious.
going for it, that kind of thing.
And then I was like, then I had to squat, like, because I finished my shift. And I was like, I did 80 kilogram squat. I was like, this guy just fighting it, he was still in there.
Oh.
And I was like, oh, like, this is peak now, and then like 235 and like 80 kilograms. And I was like, I'm about 20 kilograms heavier than him as well. So I was like, this.
Looking at yourself a bit mad, like, yo, man, I should be doing much more than this kind of thing. Yeah.
Like, and even like, we had girls in there who were like squatting 150, 160.
Wow.
Like, and you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And obviously, I've had trouble with my hip. Like, I tore my hip flexor ages ago. But like, I never ever done my rehab properly until like the last 2 years. So
Okay.
where I've been doing my rehab, like my squatting's been just off and stuff. So
Yeah.
like now it's getting better. And I can do it more consistently. Sometimes I have days where I'm literally squatting 40 kilos. And it's nothing. I'm in pain doing it.
Yeah. At least you're still doing it though, right?
But you're in a gym where like no one even warms up with 40. They go from the bar to 70.
Jeez.
So like it's one of the ones where you're like, okay, I can see now why people do feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I've never got to the point because they had like a little corner there. I was like, I forgot to squat. I just tucked myself in there. And no one really ever went out there, so I was like, yeah, it's fine. And I was like, I could do that, but I'm like, not everyone's got that. If you're in a commercial gym, you haven't got that luxury. I was lucky that gym was dead, and obviously, because I was in there all day, I'd train at quieter times.
And do your thing kind of
thing, if you're training at like 8 p.m. in a commercial gym with 5,000 members, you're not having a quiet space at all.
Nah.
And this is why, like, I got clients and they can go from squatting 70 to 80 kilograms with me.
Yeah.
But then they'll tuck themselves in the class area when they're in a commercial gym setting. Because they're like, oh no, that big man was on there. I wanted to get on the squat rack, but
he was
rushing me or whatever, so I just went into the class area.
Peak.
And it's like, even from my point of view as a business, I get my clients off results. So if I'm not getting results because their gym's being affected, I'm like, oh, if I open this up,
then you can just help them get your own results and everything else.
So like, they got no excuse.
Yeah,
do you
that's
know what I mean?
true.
And then it'd be like a thing of, if someone makes so-and-so feel uncomfortable, they're out. Do you know what I mean? Like,
that's a really nice backstory to it. I really like that, do you get me? Because it's like, it promotes equality kind of thing, right? Get me? So people can just come in here, feels nice and safe. Like I think I came in here for a session, do you get me? And I give it how big I am. Yeah. What was I at squat?
20 kilograms, wasn't it?
No, but I came in here, I think we squatted or something. I was like, yeah, I could do this, I could do this. But boy, it humbled me quickly. Do you know what I mean? Because I thought, that's like it. But it did humble me, and obviously now I know not to try and go into them weights.
That's how you get injured, though, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. That's how you get injured and stuff. But yeah, you took me for a nice session where I properly did it, which is good. But I need to up the ante. Do you know what I mean? And I think this is a very good place to do it because it's one-on-one as well. Do you get me? Which is really cool about that, right? Boy, how did the pandemic do you in a little bit though? Do you get me? Like in terms of growth for yourself, did it affect you in any way? Obviously, I know we talked about the pandemic doing your business. Do you know what I'm saying? But you in general, not your mentor, just you in general.
Yeah, like obviously you're just not in the real world, are you? Right? Like you don't know what you can and can't do. Like I could spend hours in bed.
Yeah. What do you think of the pandemic? Like these lockdowns and everything. I can't help myself. I love to ask this question, bro, because I just love to have people's input of what they actually think of it.
Obviously, we like with the other business, we work on like the medical side of it and stuff.
Yeah.
And you see it firsthand.
Okay.
And then you also see the nonsense.
Yeah.
And it's just like why are you not listening to this person, but you're listening to this
that
person?
Yeah.
I think the thing that ruined it was we got too many rights over here.
Okay.
Like,
elaborate a bit on that.
If you just done a simple lockdown, could it have ended?
From the get-go, right?
Yeah, if you just locked it down, shut it off. Australia done it, obviously they fucked it now.
Yeah.
But it's like, they had one case in like the first 6 months? And I was a British person who tried to sneak in. It's like, if you have that lockdown, you listen to these people, but then because obviously you got people going, I need to exercise for my mental health and stuff. And it's like, I just seen that as a little bit of nonsense because it's like, do you know if you exercise for your mental health, a walk will do you good.
A walk will do great, right?
You don't need to go to a gym.
Yeah.
You just go for a walk.
Yeah.
But then obviously you got the argument of, I don't feel comfortable for going for a walk.
Damn.
So then you got all these counter arguments, you couldn't win.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's true.
But even like now, like how you can go to a nightclub with no mask, you can't go to Greg's by yourself.
Isn't that nuts? Well, you can go to a nightclub no mask, but you can't go to Tesco with a mask, without a mask. Isn't that odd?
So I just find it crazy. So and it's just like little things like that. I just think the rule is it's just not consistent.
Yeah.
I think if it was a lot more consistent, then it would have been alright. But yeah, until who are we to speak in it?
No, that's true. You just gotta leave it to the pros, I guess. You gotta continue doing their thing. Do you think there'll be another lockdown?
Nah, I don't think there can be.
No? Why?
Would anyone respond to it? they said to you now,
It's a good, yeah.
like if they said to me, right, you've got to shut all gyms,
Yeah.
I'm not open.
What do you mean you're not open?
I'm not open.
You're not open.
I'm not open. Do you know what I
Okay,
mean? Like,
okay. Yeah, I'd probably respond that way as well. Like, I wouldn't, because I think it's just the way it's happening, the way it's being led and stuff. Do you know what I mean? It's just for me, like, okay, cool. You're locking us down for what reason now?
Yeah.
Why did you allow people to go clubbing anyway?
Yeah.
Why did you allow people to do this? It's kind of self-destruction in a sense. You get me?
And like, I suppose the economy needed it.
Ew. In what sense?
Like,
what, lockdowns?
No, like needed for the clubs and that to be open again.
Oh right, yeah, to be open.
But
Yeah, definitely.
It's
Yeah.
like, you know, if it's not safe,
Mhm.
then unfortunately it is what it is.
It
Like,
is,
you can't
yeah,
open
yeah.
it. So it's like, where there's money and then people's safety, like,
That's true.
where's the
Yeah.
balance and stuff. Like,
That's very
you know,
true.
for me, people's safety's there, their money's there.
Yeah, of course.
Obviously, you can guarantee that money. You never ever drop people's safety to bring money up.
Yeah,
Like,
safety has to stay there
Yeah,
above
so-
money at all times, right? Yeah.
but obviously, if you can line them up by bringing money up, not
Mhm.
bringing safety down.
Yeah.
But say like they're now just money staying there and they're bringing safety down, so it looks like money's higher
Money's
up.
higher
so,
up and stuff, innit?
Yeah, for me, I'm not buying into all this. Like, if we have another lockdown,
Yeah.
like, I just don't think anyone will listen. Because even you've seen in the third lockdown, like people were like, oh, fuck
What
it.
lockdown? What
Yeah.
third lockdown? yeah. I
A
know,
lot
I
of
know.
people didn't even know. And even now, like people are like, oh, we're in lockdown, are we not in lockdown?
Oh,
Like, no one
yeah.
actually knows what is going on.
It's true.
And it was like, even in the first lockdown, like you'd go for a drive and I'd be like, oh, do you know what? If I could just go get a McDonald's Coke, I can be out in my car because I'm getting a McDonald's Coke.
McDonald's Coke, like,
But I
yeah.
can't go for a drive
It's been an odd
as long as I'm driving to get a McDonald's Coke.
It's been an odd year for our generation and obviously those who have, encountered the coronavirus and the pandemic and everything. It's going to be something obviously we're going to speak
Yeah.
about for the rest of our lives because, so many jobs got affected, so many people got affected and so many people died,
Yeah,
So it's going to be a crazy one.
It's just one of the things, again, people do die every year.
Yeah,
And
anyway, yeah.
And like I said, unfortunate thing, like you just gotta get on with it. And
Yeah.
as long as you're not dying, you gotta just keep moving.
Yeah.
You know, if you lose
Sounds
your job,
heartless, but
yeah. If you lost your job, make an opportunity. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is everyone's in the same position effectively?
That's true.
Obviously, some people were like lucky enough to have people to support them. Like off furlough alone,
Mhm.
I would not be able to live the way I was living in lockdown.
Yeah.
So obviously, I'm lucky I had other business and stuff to pay extra income. But again, you've got to make them opportunities and stuff.
For yourself, kind of thing,
There's
innit?
how many people you spoke to have made their own business during
Well, everyone. Everyone I've spoken to has gone out there, made their own opportunity, made their own business during the lockdown. And like I always say, if the lockdown didn't happen, them lot would not be where they are right now
No, people-
with the businesses they started, you know?
People are way too comfortable.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, I take home like what, 800 quid a month,
Mhm.
and I'm like, yeah.
They're happy. Some people are happy with that, like, do you know what I'm saying? Which is no
me,
problem.
like, but for some other people, it just don't work.
It's not enough. No, of course not.
Yeah, because that's how I seen it. It was like, I went from earning maybe 2 to 3 grand a month to £800 on furlough.
So you got knocked down a little bit, bro.
just a
do you
little
get me?
bit, innit?
Yeah.
So, it was just like, obviously then all your bills got to be paid. Like,
Yeah. Nothing stopped. None of them stopped.
Yeah. So,
But it's just the income stopped, didn't
yeah,
it?
literally,
Yeah.
so- and that £800 was just about paying all my bills. Like, by the time you pay for your car tax, car
Everything.
insurance, your phone bills,
Long.
and then obviously you have all these like apps as a personal trainer and stuff like
Yeah.
True Coaches or whatever. That's like £90 a month. So like, and that's just to coach people.
Yeah.
Then obviously all your PT insurance and stuff, and a lot of them don't you do as well. 'Cause you think they're helping you out, they're like, oh, we'll stick you on a price freeze.
Oh.
Then if you cancel it,
Yeah.
and then you go back after, it's like,
There's
oh,
a
do you
new
remember that
price.
thing you were paying £12 a month for now? Because you cancelled it, you got to renew it like £32, didn't you? So I was like, with a few of them, I was like, I just can't keep it going, £12 a month.
Keep it going, innit? Yeah, why not?
I'm paying £12 for saying I don't use, but I
Yeah.
forgot about car insurance. So
Yeah,
I've
that's
had
true.
a car 7 years, and the other day was my first accident. Someone crashed into
An accident,
yeah, someone crashed into my car and was parked down.
P.
So, but like, again, I didn't even claim on the insurance.
Yeah. You just have a little chat with the guy and sort it out
I
together.
was like, right, you come to the garage with me, we get a quote, you pay the quote.
Yeah.
And that was it. And then, so I was just like, by the time we go for insurance,
It's all long.
yeah.
And then you affects you no claims as well, innit?
Whiplash, that's what I said. I was like, if I go for insurance, I'm claiming whiplash.
What-
I was like, it's just not enough damage for me to go.
For me, yeah, of
So I was
course.
like, I'm gonna have to make it worth my time.
Yeah, nah, I
And
hear
he was
that.
like, nah, I'll just chuck you the money. I was like, look at that fixed.
Back again.
So
That's
yeah.
class.
But yeah, it's, I think it was an experience for everyone. I think it made or broke a lot of people.
Yeah,
I think
100%. I agree with that.
you could see the strong from the weak, really, from it.
It did separate a lot of people,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
And I just think, as I say, everyone's in the same boat. You probably had more opportunity because everyone was on social media as well.
That's true.
So like in that lockdown, I think I spoke to more people through social media than I ever did.
Ever.
Yeah. Because obviously you had no choice.
Of course.
But to speak to people and stuff,
Yeah.
and like I was taking part in like Zooms that people like would never ever like be like, oh, I'm gonna go on a Zoom with you.
Yeah.
And they'd be like, oh, we're doing a fitness Zoom. And I'd be like, oh, this is cheesy as fuck.
Why not
But,
though?
yeah. What else have I got to do? I'm probably gonna be drinking by myself anyway. Do you know? Like,
No, that's true. That's true.
Like neck and nominates and stuff.
Oh, them things, innit?
All them
Yeah,
stupid
trust me,
things
trust me.
now. So it's like, you know, would we have ever done that? And I think it just took, even like with TikTok, like I've never TikTok, but would have people done that in a normal society?
Yeah.
Where you were seeing people every day?
That's true.
Because people care and they'd be like, oh, but what if my workmate judges me?
Judges me and
But then
sees
you're
this.
like, oh, I know, it might be, what, a year before I see him again?
Yeah, that's true, bro.
So,
Nah, that's crazy, bro. That's actually been lit, bruv. I mean, I'm just trying to think if I've got anything else to grow you about here, bro. I don't think I do, you know.
no?
Nah. Do you have any questions?
Nah, I think.
Nah, it's all
How's
alright.
SeedSystem going?
TheSeedSystem's going good, man. I
Yeah.
can't lie to you. It's going alright.
Any plans? International?
Well, one day they'll get international, bro. Right now, I'm just sticking it to local Cardiff, you know, and people around Cardiff, I guess. But yeah, like, if you got a business or if you started something or if you're growing, you need to just jump on the channel, like, do you get me? So we can have that conversation of how you did it, what was the mindset through it and everything. But yeah, man, SeedSystem's going good.
Going to do anything other than the podcast?
Soon, yeah, soon.
Challenges?
Yeah, there's a few things I want to do, do you get me?
150k?
Squat 150k, who knows, man, do you get me? I think I'll be able to squat 200, but...
no warm-up?
Nah, 100% warm up. But we'll see in it, like, obviously it's just going good for now, and yeah, it's just fun. I enjoy it, do you know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing it.
If you enjoy it and there's money in there,
Yeah.
potential for income as well.
Trust me.
It makes your life a lot easier. Than
Yeah. But at the same time, bro, there's no money right now, which is fine. But it's like, the fact that I enjoy having these conversations with people, meeting new people, is great for me. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm just getting out there. And for me, it's like networking, bro.
Yeah.
Everyone I've met, I've kept in touch with, I've got their numbers. Whatever I need, they'll help me. If they need me, I can help them. Do you know what I mean? I don't only just do this. I can do photography, I can do videography for other people, which is great. So it's kind of like opened up a whole load of like fish. Again, making your own opportunities, right? Do you get me? I've got the equipment, so why not?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Exactly. Do you get me? But yeah, man, I think it's been lit, bro. Do you get me? Thanks for coming on. Boom. Smashed it, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Hey.